class. This class is for class 7 and we are starting with a new chapter, ratio and proportion. That is there in your book, CLASS chapter 7. So first of all, what is the meaning of ratio? You have studied in the smaller classes. Suppose there is a chocolate and this chocolate is divided among two of you. So this is one part is 1 upon 2 and the other part is also 1 upon 2. So this means that one chocolate has been divided into two equal parts. So, but what is ratio? Ratio is the comparison of two same quantities. Suppose I say that weight of one child is 40 kg and weight of another child is 42 kg. So ratio will be first child is to second child will be 40 is to 42. This is known as is to, or it is also known as 40 upon 42. This is the ratio of first child, ratio of the weight of the first child to the weight of the second child. So in fact, what is the ratio? Ratio means comparison of two quantities of same type. Same type means suppose I say that weight, suppose I say that height of second child is 154 centimeter. So we cannot compare centimeter and kilogram because centimeter and kilogram are both different physical quantities. One is representing weight whereas other is representing the length. So the thing that is important, we can only compare two quantities when they are of same type, and their comparison is known as ratio, which is written as sometimes A upon B or sometimes A is to B. These two dots are known as A is to B. So A is to B, when it is written A is to B, A is known as first term and B is known as second term, or A is known as antecedent and B is known as consequent. These are the basic things about ratio. Now there are few more things that, or few more points to remember. First point is order of the ratio is very important. Suppose I say 3 is to 7. 3 is to 7 means 3 upon 7. Or you can take it that out of 7 parts, we have taken 3 parts. But if I write 7 is to 3, it is entirely different. 7 upon 3, or this can be written as 3 to the 6 and 1 7. Means this value and this value are different. So first thing we need to remember that order is important. 3 is to 7 cannot be written as 7 is to 3. First point. Then we move on to the second point. They say that if there is any ratios, let's say 2 is to 5. So if I multiply with the second, this is the second point. If I multiply or divide by a common number, ratio will not change. Though the fraction may differ, fraction may change, but ratio is never going to change. Let's multiply it by 4. So 4 2s are 8 and 4 5s are 20. If you convert it in the lowest form, you will again get back as 4 2 upon 5. Means if you simply multiply or divide by a common number by a same number that is non-zero. We cannot multiply or divide by 0, as you all know. So if we multiply or divide by a common number or a non-zero common number, then ratio does not changes, though the fraction changes. You can see here it was, the fraction was 2 upon 5, here the fraction is 8 upon 20. But ratio means again its lowest term, and that is in the form of 2 upon 5. So ratio will not change. Then next is ratio is always compared between two quantities of same type. This we have already discussed about the ratios of the same type. Then one more thing. Suppose I say I took an example of 40 kg is to 42 kg. Now ratio never has any units. Why? Because this can be written as 40 kilograms upon 42 kilograms. So numerator and denominator, kilogram and kilogram will cancel. So it will be 40 is to 42, or if you reduce, so 20 is to 21. It means ratio has no units. Always remember, ratio never has any units. Why? Because it is a comparison between two same quantities, and when we write in the form of fraction, the units they get cancelled always. So ratio will never have any unit. Then when is a ratio said to be in the lowest form? What is the meaning of lowest form? Lowest form. When, let's say, x upon y. X upon y is a ratio. So when x upon y is a ratio, it means it is in the lowest form if HCF of x and y is equal to 1. Suppose I say 12 upon 16. So it is divisible by 2, 6 are 12, 2 8s are again divisible by 2, 2 3s are 2 4s are. Now 3 and 4 are only divisible by 1. So this 12 upon 16 is in the lowest form as 3 upon 4, since HCF of 3 and 4 is 1. So how do we write a fraction or a ratio in the lowest form? When its HCF of both the numerator and denominator of our antecedent and consequent is 1. Now let's move on to the one more thing that is, I think, is important to make you understand, that is important for you to understand it. When there is an increase, when there is a increase or decrease, when there is an increase or decrease in a given ratio, that is, let's say x is to y. So if a quantity increases or decreases in the ratio of x is to y, then new quantity becomes y upon x multiplied by original quantity. Let's say that increase 48 in the ratio of, let's say, increase 48 in ratio of 2 is to 3. So how are we going to solve it? 3 upon 2 into original. Original was 48. So 224, that is 72. Means if you have to increase anything in the ratio of x is to y, how are you going to find out? New quantity will be y upon x. It was x upon y, but now it will change y upon x into original quantity. The same way we increase and same way we decrease. Okay, now we move on to the exercise. Now we are moving on to exercise 7a. In 7a, question number 1 is convert or express the following ratios in simplest form. So we know simplest form means you have to reduce them basically. Now we move on to question number 2, third part. Express the following ratios in simplest form. So the question is 2 whole 1 upon 5 is to 2 whole 3 upon 4. 2 whole 3 upon 4. Now what we will do, first these are in the form of mixed fraction. First we will convert them in a form of fraction. So 5 2s are 10 and 1. 11 upon 5 is 2. 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 11 upon 4. So we will find the LCM of 5 and 20. Sorry, LCM of 5 and 4 is 20. It means we will multiply these numbers in the multiply them with 20. So that will be 11 upon 5 into 20 is to 11 upon 4 into 20. Why are we doing so? To reduce, to delete these denominators. Now 5 fours are and 4 fives are. So 11 fours are 44 is to 55. Now these are the means main ratios, but we have to express it in the lowest. So both these numbers can be divisible or can be divided by 11. 11 fours are and 11 fives are. So this is the ratio in the simplest form, means 2 whole 1 upon 5 is to 2 whole 3 upon 4 can be written as 4 is to 5. Now we are moving on to the fifth part. Now again question number 2, fifth part. This is again in the form of mixed numbers, so we will convert it in a fraction. 4 ones are 4 and 3, 7 upon 4 is to 3 to the 6 and 2, 8 upon 3 is 2, 5 ones are 6 ones are 6 and 5, 11 upon 6. Now LCM of 4, 3, 6 will be 12. LCM will be 12. So we will multiply all these fractions by a common number 12. That will be 7 into 12 upon 4 is to 8 into 12 upon 3 is to 11 into 11 upon 6 into 12. 4 threes are, 3 fours are and 6 twos are. It becomes 7 threes are 21 is to 8 fours are, 8 fours are 32 is to 11 twos are 22. Now these numbers 21, 32 and 22 don't have any common numbers, because factors of 21 are 3 to 7, whereas this is divisible by 2, this is divisible by 11 and 2. So this is the final value, because they cannot be reduced to any other number now. So this is the final value. Now question number 3 I have taken, and the question says, or the question reads as, express each of the following ratios in the simplest form. So I have taken only one question and we will be discussing only last part, that is 7th part. You know that ratio is comparison between same quantities. Here the quantities are same but the units are different. Here 6 months and years. So what we can do, either we convert 6 to years, 6 months to years, or we convert 1 whole 1 upon 3 years to months. So we will try doing both the ways. So 6 months can be written as 6 upon 12 years, because in 1 year there are 12 months. If we divide it by 12, you will get 6 upon 2 years, or that is 1 upon 2 years. So now you have question as compare or reduce 1 upon 2 years is to 1 whole 1 upon 3. Means now you have to express the following, means express these have been reduced or changed to the same quantity, though they were same quantity, but now they are with same units also. So this will become 1 upon 2 is to 3 ones are 3 plus 1, 4 upon 3. And now I hope we know how to solve. LCM will be 6. LCM is 6 of 3 and 2. So 1 upon 2 will be multiplied to 6. Ratio or is to 4 upon 3 into 6. 2 threes are and 3 twos are. So 3 into 1 is 3 is 2. 4 twos are 8. This is the required ratio. Now we try to solve it by converting this term to months. So question is 6 months is to 3 ones are 3 1, 4 upon 3 years. Now to change years into month, we need to multiply it by 12. So 6 months is to 4 upon 3 multiplied by 12. Now this years converts to months. So 3 4s are 12. So it becomes 6 is to 6, 4 4s are 16. Now this has to be reduced to the lowest term. So both these numbers are divisible by 2. So 2 3s are 6 and 2 8s are 16. This is the final ratio. I hope you can make out that both of them are coming same. It depends that either you convert this month into year, then also you will get the same value, or when you convert years to months, then again if you will solve, you will get the same value. The basic concept is unit should be same. If in centimeters, millimeters or kilometers, so unit should be same. So I'm leaving this question for you all to practice. Now we move on to the fourth question. Question number 4. They say that Koyal saves rupees 65 and her earnings are rupees 250. You have to find the ratio between her earning and saving and expenditure. So earning is what? Earning is rupees 250. Ratio or is to saving is how much? Rupees 65. It means 250 upon 65. When you solve, 13 fives are and 5 fives are. So finally and rupees will cancel. So simply the ratio is 50 is to 13. That's it. Now this cannot be cancelled. This is one value. Then saving and expenditure. So how will you find out expenditure or expense? Expense will be earning minus saving. Earning minus saving. And her earning is 250 and saving is 65. Means this much she is earning and this much she is saving. So rest she is spending. So how much? 10 minus 5 is 5. 6 and 8, 14. 185 is her expense. And you have to find the ratio of saving is to expenditure. So saving is how much? Saving is rupees 65 and expense or expenditure is rupees 185. So we'll try to solve it. 65 and 185. 5 13s are 5 3s are 15, 5 7s are 35. So final value we will get as 13 is to 37. That is the final answer. Now we move on to the next question. Now I have taken question number 6. Question number 5 and 6 are same. So 6 is a bit more complex as compared to the 5th. If you will understand the 6th one, I am sure you are able to do the 5th one, and I expect everybody to do the 5th question. Now they say there are 3 numbers, A is to B is to C, and the ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 2 upon 3 is to 3 upon 4. And their sum is 276. We have to find the share of A, B and C separately. So we know that if the ratios are given in this form, 1 upon 2 or in this form, first of all, we try to take the LCM of denominators, and LCM of these numbers 2, 3 and 4 is 12. Then we'll multiply by the same numbers. So this ratio will convert as 1 into 12 upon 2 is to 2 upon 3 into 12 and is to 3 into 12 upon 4. So 2 6 are 12, 3 4s are 12 and 4 3s are 12. So it becomes 6 is to 4 2s are 8 is to 9. This is the ratio. Means the given ratio was this, but now it has been converted to this form. Now we will find A's share. So A's share. What is A's share? Before finding the A's share, we will find out the sum. Sum of ratios means how these total can be written as. So 6 plus 8 plus 9, that is 23, I hope. 23. Now we will talk about A's share. What is A's share? The total rupees 276 have been divided into 23 parts, and out of this A is how much? Only 6. Means A's fraction will be 6 upon 23. So fraction, if we write A's share in the form of fraction, this is representing A, B and C. So A is in the form of 6 parts. Of how many parts? Of 23 parts. And total money was 276. So similarly B's share will be 8 parts of 23 parts, that can be written as 8 upon 23, and total amount was 276. Similarly, C's share will be how much? 9 upon 23 into 276. Now we will divide. Let's see, 276 divided by 23. Ones are 23, 46 left. Twos are is 46. So 12. Now 12 six are, so this is divided by this 12 times. 12 six are 72. Means A will be getting rupees 72. Similarly, 12 eights are 96. So B will be getting rupees 96, and 12 nines are 108. C will be getting 108. If you want, you can total this amount, and I'm sure you will get 276. Let's see, 8 and 2 10 and 6 16 6, 1 carry, 9 1 10 and 10 20 and 27. So this whole 276 has been divided among A, B, C in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is 1 upon 2 is to 2 upon 3 is to 3 upon 4. How? In the form of 72, 96, 108. And when you find the ratio of these, I'm sure you will get 6 is to 8 is to 9. So now I am ending this class. We have done up to question number 6. Whatever questions are left, you all are supposed to do them in your practice notebook. I am repeating, the questions which are left will be done in practice notebook, whereas the questions which we have done here in the virtual class will be done in your fair notebook. By then, please stay at home, stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you.